The Lady Tigers faced Putnam County Thursday in the Milan tournament. Brashear struggled offensively the whole game while Putnam County scored early and often. Brashear trailed 29-11 at the halfway mark and eventually fell by a score of 49-19. Aubrey Borgmeyer had 10 points for Brashear. Cassidy Altide had 3, Lacey Fisher had 3, Marissa McMahon had 2, and Heidi Lay scored 1 point. The Brashear boys faced Milan Thursday for a chance to advance to the Milan Tournament Championship game. The game was very close in the early going, but Milan went on a run to close out the first half with a 28-16 lead. Brashear started to close the gap in the second half and tied the game early in the fourth quarter, but Milan regained the lead for a 59-45 win. Jack Reeves had 16 points, Carson Irwin had 14, Lucas Keller had 7, Avery Zentz had 4, and Landon Fisher had 4 points. The Lady Tigers were in action Saturday at the Milan tournament against the North Missouri Knights in the 7th place game. Brashear fell behind 19-4 in the first quarter and had closed the gap slightly to 28-16 at the half. Brashear couldn't make up the difference in the second half and fell by a score of 50-36. Lacey Fisher had 13, Paige Stutzman had 9, Heidi Lay had 6, Taylor Garlock had 4, Cassidy Altide had 2, and Aubrey Borgmeyer had 2 points. The Brashear boys faced Putnam County Saturday in the 3rd place game at the Milan tournament. Brashear stayed close at the beginning of the game, but Putnam County had taken a 41-26 lead by halftime. The second half belonged to Putnam County as they ran away with an 81-37 win. Jack Reeves had 15 points for Brashear, Carson Irwin had 8, Lucas Keller had 6, Dayton White had 4, Cole Irwin had 2, and Landon Fisher had 2 points. Tuesday night was senior night at BHS. Between the girls and boys games, each BHS senior and their family were introduced to the crowd. The Brashear Lady Tigers played host to BMC Tuesday. Brashear was able to establish an early lead and were up 19-11 by halftime. Brashear continued to maintain their lead in the second half and won by a score of 34-24. Lacey Fisher had 18, Heidi Lay had 5, Aubrey Borgmeyer had 4, Paige Stutzman had 4, Cassidy Altide had 2, and Maddie Moots had 1 point. The Tigers made a good showing Tuesday night as they played BMC for senior night. Brashear had built a 33-19 lead by halftime and never looked back as they went on to claim a 66-45 win. Carson Irwin had 21 points for Brashear, Lucas Keller had 15, Landon Fisher had 7, Alex Houghton had 6, Dayton White had 5, Jack Reeves had 4, Cole Irwin had 4, and Avery Zentz had 4 points.